Wow, listen, you guys, just as expected, the drama with Ming has escalated, and now Tasha K is involved. We're also going to be talking about the legend from the Six, updating her Instagram, description, and we're also going to be discussing about Joe Biden reacting to Drake name dropping him. I know we didn't speak about the Transformers husband, seemingly shading her in his latest song, and at the same time, we're also going to be talking about lottery ticket going around suing people and the latest developments in ASAP Rocky's case. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So first of all, let us talk about this entire Ming situation. Yesterday, I did a video and I was telling you that Ming is out there getting tattooed the name of the Transformers X on her face. And I do think that this is a bad idea, regardless of who the man is. And for the men to be the men that the Transformer was running around saying I'm in a relationship with while he was locked up, that's even a worse decision. And Tasha K decided to reach out to Ming Lee. And yesterday also, Ming threw a little bit of shade towards the Transformer, or at least that's how the internet was interpreting it, talking about, oh, I'm always winning, these girls lose, you know who I'm talking about. And if that was directed at Cardi B, I feel like that's weird because first of all, that woman is moved on with Offset. I mean, she has drama, but like she does not have Tommy drama. Okay, Tommy drama is in the past. If they dated, it's in the past. So I don't know why Mink would think that is a flex for her to be linking up with the Transformers husband to begin with. So when Tasha K reached out, Ming Lee decided to run her mouth, and her acting a little shocked or surprised after Tasha K said I was going to post that. I don't know if I should believe that or if she knew exactly what she was doing, because who talks to Tasha K and thinks, oh, she's not going to post whatever I'm going to say in this like seriously, it is Tasha we're talking about. So this is how the conversation went between the two of them. Tasha did not show us the part where what she had asked this girl, but what she posted is the part where Ming replied and said, it was just something that I hadn't expected to be happened. I love that ninja with all my heart. He took me out of a bad situation and made sure I was straight. I don't have to F shit for him to love me or take care of him. People think that, but I just love him. I came from bad situations. Ninjas do not understand. Now, I don't know, you guys, what bad situations Ming is is alluding to in this conversation. I don't know if it's a bad financial situation. I don't know if it's a bad street situation. You know what I'm saying? And so Tasha K went ahead and said, okay, you don't think it's messy given how your sister and the Transformer have a genuine beef. And Ming said, no, cause it don't got ish to do with me. She's a grown behind woman. And then, like, shortly after, she said, you're posting this. And of course, Tasha said, yep. Like, I'm not even a celebrity, but I do know that, of course, Tasha is going to post, like, that private DM. Like, what did you think this was? Like, a friendly sister to sister chat? Like, what was this? Woman to woman? Heart to heart? Did you think Tasha was going to be a psychologist? I do feel like she knew what she was doing and she knew Tasha K was going to post it. And I feel like that whole part of saying, oh, you're posting this, that's just her trying to extend, but she knows exactly what she's doing. And I'm not surprised that she's going that route. I mean, I saw this coming. The moment she decided to crave massive attention, I knew that, she was up to no good, in my own opinion. I don't know if that is intentional or if that's just because she's naive and doesn't understand how the music industry works. Because all of a sudden, when she was talking about the bed situation, people immediately concluded that, well, it was a financial situation that she was referring to. Do you know why? Because obviously it has to be Nicki Minaj's fault somehow that this girl is acting a fool on the internet. So now the narrative has changed from what Ming has been doing and what Ming did in that video to, oh, Nicki doesn't take care of her sister. And Ming, you knew that people were going to run with this. It's not the first time that people ran with a narrative like this. And for you to confide, I don't know if she thought she was confiding in Tasha K or what exactly she was expecting to happen. But I don't understand this whole thing of trying to shame Nicki Minaj. Is this girl not her half sister? Are they not linked through her father? And allegedly, according to what I've gathered, Nicki was not raised by that man. So I don't understand, you guys. Make me understand in the comment section when it became a half sibling's responsibility, especially one that you didn't grow up with. It reminds me of that Beyonce situation with her half brother who runs around saying Beyonce doesn't give me attention, blah blah blah. And I'm like, it's Matthew that you should be facing. Okay, this has got absolutely nothing to do with your half sibling. But that being said, allegedly Nicki did offer to buy a house for this girl and her mother, which she didn't have to, but she did offer. So I don't know, you guys. Nicki is not that girl's mother, so I don't. What do they expect her to do? Like, if she wants to be in the streets, if she wants to run around going on baddies, what do you guys expect Nicki Minaj to do about that? Because at the end of the day, you look at the age gap, you look at they were not raised together, and Nicki was not even raised by that father. So I don't know, you guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this entire situation. And after she realized that Tasha had posted this, she decided to say to Tasha K in the comment section, "Suck D, you're a grown behind petty woman who like drama. No, Ming, you invited drama. What are you talking to a blogger about in the DMs? And why do you think that she's going? It's her job. Like, that's what she does. And on top of that, it's not just any blogger. It's Tasha K. It is literally Tasha K. Like, everybody knows how messy this girl is. So I'm not going to receive this entire I'm naive kind of situation. She knew what she was doing. And it seems like somebody who represents her decided to speak up, and they said, oh, it's Tasha K. Posting a story is one thing, but leaking private messages is disrespectful AF. You will never get any sort of interview from my client that you've been begging for since last year. So it seems like Tasha has been wanting an interview with Ming Lee, and we all know the reason why people are interested in Ming Lee is not because, well, she's on, because, well, I mean, since last year she wasn't on Betty's, so it's tied to Nicki Minaj. Unfortunately, sadly, no matter how she may say, oh, I'm talented, all these people that are inviting her for interviews are solely inviting her because she is Nicki Minaj's sister. And yeah, it's tricky having a sister like this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, anyway, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to talk about the Transformer's husband. Now, it seems like the Transformer's husband decided to shade her, and at this point I am beginning to believe that this is a whole PR stunt where they both want to use each other for a rollout. I mean, why can't you guys just mind your own business? I mean, she claims to have moved on. You claim to have moved on. So I don't understand why they have to keep on poking at each other, unless this is, of course, pre-planned and they are trying to set up the stage for her to then clap back and act like, oh, she's responding to the shade that this man sent. Because lately, just the dry PR stunts have not been hitting. So now I guess they decided to take it a step further into dissing each other in music. And so this is what he said. He said, she's bad, but she's bad for a ninja. You're gonna have to F 10 more ninjas to get over me. It's a big difference. I was just effing them H's. You was nitpicking. Watching me splurge on them and it hit different. And I don't know, this looks to me like somebody who's setting the stage for the other person to then respond back. She needs to have a rollout for her album. So if he continues doing the poking, I mean, the other day he even posted like a trash can underneath her post. Yeah, I hope whatever they're doing works to their favor. I would hate to go back and forth like this with each other just for it to not amount to anything. Because even with this, people don't care. People are worried about Drake and what he's doing and Melyssa Ford more than they're worried about Offset and his wife. Like, nobody's giving them the attention. People got tired, okay? But anyway, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about lottery ticket, still talking about spouses, relationships, and stuff like that. It seems like lottery ticket has decided to sue she has decided to sue people for allegedly saying that she is dating 21 Savage, and that's because a blog posted that lottery ticket revealed that she broke her laptop when they were play fighting with 21 Savage. Now in her original post, in her initial post, she didn't say it was 21 Savage. She did say that, well, me and my boyfriend, me and my men, and people just assumed since we cannot see him, and since before you posted a picture of somebody that did look like 21 Average with a face tattoo that was badly photoshopped out, people were like, oh, well, maybe it's the same ninja. So she's not here for it, and it seems like Big Mama wants to sue. Big Mama wants to sue the blogs. And yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. She said, I'm going to start suing y'all. But Lato, come on. You posted a picture of a person that very much looks like this man before. Are you forgetting that? Or what? Or do you just want to be dramatic? And the whole I'm suing thing, I'm suing. Oh, I'm by Lato, okay? Anyway, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. Now, you guys do know that ASAP has got an ongoing, case. And Rihanna has been showing up at court to give emotional support to her man, as expected, as I would too if my man was in court. And she even took it a step further and decided to bring the kids around, I guess, to strengthen the case, to say, look at us. We are a happy family. And if you do send us away, it means that you are destroying a family unit. We have two cute boys and stuff like that. And it seems like the judges are sort of over it. The judges do not want that at all, because they say that for the rest of the hearing, no reference is to be made to the appearance of Rihanna or the kids, in court. So I guess the judges are like, listen, we are not going to be using this as an excuse. We're going to look at the case as it is. No amount of, traditional gimmicks, traditional this, no amount of that is going to actually change the verdict for your husband. Okay. Anyway, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we're going to talk about Melyssa Ford, Drake, Joe Budden. Now, you guys do know that Drake did come at Joe Budden in one of his songs, where he was urging the legend from the Six, Melyssa Ford, to not F with a D sucker. D sucker is believed to have been a reference to the man Joe Budden. So, as expected, people were waiting for Joe's reaction to Drake. And honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed, because I'm like, Joe, where are your sassy pants at? Because I know that you can clap back, but I feel like he overdid it with the post. Now he had no comeback left in him. You guys remember, I think it was 2 days ago when Drake posted a picture of Joe Budden, and Joe Budden came out calling Drake a corpse. Oh my God, you're cold. I'm not going back and forth with the cops and stuff like that. So I feel like he gave it his all. He didn't know what was coming. He used all of his clapbacks in that video. And so when another diss came his way, he ran out. It's very shocking to see Joe running out of clapbacks. Like, I'm not used to this type of Joe Budden. Like, what happened to him? You overdid it, boy, the first time. You overdid it. Now you have no comeback left in you. Joe, get up on your good foot. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, so the pod squad obviously decided to discuss this, and all they were doing was, well, it must be you, and Joe doesn't really have anything to say. I do feel like, one, it's also because of that, and another reason is he did call this man a corpse. Oh my God, a cold person. And I feel like a lot of these personalities that are behind Kendrick, that don't like Drake, they really did believe that this is the end of Drake. And this new album kind of shook them. And now they're kind of careful with their words. I mean, Joe was out there calling, he's done for this and that, this and that. And then he drops this album, and it's actually not doing bad on the charts, despite people pointing out that, well, Spotify is not recommending anything Drake related. Apple Music allegedly is the same. But regardless, he's still out there doing the most with that album. So I think they're now realizing that it's going to take more than just a diss record, or like just one round of them, all of the mainstream media platforms blackballing him. It's going to take more than that. He has proven that he's not just going to go away. He's willing to put up a fight. He may not fight in the exact strategy that they want him to, but I think they've realized. I think that's why Joe kind of held back. He did the most with, I'm not going back and forth forth with the cops, basically insinuating that this man was over. He comes back, he drops this hit. People get impressed. Some people even say that, well, this album is better than GNX. And so, yeah, I feel like that was a little bit humbling for Joe, and that made him swallow his words a little bit. And that being said, I've always felt like Joe has wanted an interaction with Drake so bad. I feel like deep down, if Drake were to give Joe attention, he would stop all this drama. I feel like it stems from a point where Joe feels like he's also a better rapper, and he didn't get the success that Drake got. And I think that's a lot of guys out there who don't like Drake feel like they're more talented than him. How dare he comes in with less talent, coming from Canada, and it seems like everything is just working out for good and for him. And I feel like Joe is also at that place. But I also do feel like Drake and Joe could really make good friends. I don't know why is it their egos? But I feel like that was a little bit also satisfying for Joe to, get that response in a song from Drake. Now, that being said, Melyssa Ford, on the other hand, she decided to embody, to embrace everything that Drake said, as she decided to change her Instagram in a description. She said, Pod Queen, legend from the Six. And then she even linked Drake's song on her profile and is seen on. And I was like, oh, go, legend from the Six. Melyssa Ford, I love this for you, girl. And I appreciate that Drake did not take the dissing her way. If anything, he sort of gave her flowers. I don't know. What do you think about that? So yeah, it's a very messy, you guys. The album itself is doing absolutely amazing on the charts. Although it seems like Spotify is having a hard time updating, his new listeners. They are still stuck on the old listenership. I guess it's just so hard for them. They cannot fathom how he was able to do it, besides allegedly getting shadow banned. Okay, so now he is back to being the most streamed rapper of 2025. And so yeah, let me just insert what Joe Budden had to say about the album, and how he seemingly was defending Drake this time, which is pretty shocking. Now, one person who has not reformed is Elliot Wilson. He is still spiraling on Twitter. Oh my God, he's trying to make this a thing, and this is gonna be interesting. I'm really curious to see how this is going to play out. Is he going to beat the industry machine? Is the industry machine going to finish him? Like I told you, I'm indifferent about Drake. He benefited from the same machine, and I do feel like, yeah, let's see how everything is going to play out. And if he does lose to the machine, I'm also very curious to see if Kendrick is going to be able to get that longevity, given that he has the backing of the machine right now. I'm very, very curious about seeing all of that. Until my next one, you guys, see you.
I like the first half of the project. I think it's cool.
There's records on here that I like. I'm not going to say some bad projects.
I ain't even finished.
The first half is like if you like the first 11 records. No, like 10 records.
I like the vibe of the first half. I understand people out there saying that it might get repetitive.
Yeah, a little bit.
Again,
it did.
Got you.
That's your bag though. This is your genre.
Yeah, sometimes it's not wrong with if I like this vibe, I like this sound. All right, keep doing it.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that. Shit is working.
And again, good to see them have that moment out there of it's been rough. It's been rough.
It's been a rough 12 months.
So this feels like a reset.
Or like at least he back to making music again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And taking some chances or being creative. He in his little creative process, I guess.
Sure.
This is all trickery. He trying to figure out, get through what he got going on. You know what I'm saying, with the whole UMG situation. And I mean, we can read through it and we see it, but it's clever. Let's see where it goes. I like the project, and I'm looking forward to more reception on it.
On one of the joints, didn't he say, Lucian hit me and told me to piece it up?
Oh, he might have. I don't know. I haven't
done
a lyrical deep dive.
I think he said that on one of the shits.
What do we think this album does first week?
250 to 350.
I'm with that.
Box, I'm with you.
I'm with that. It's a big gap though.
I'm going lower.
Yeah.
Pause. Low.
How much lower? Let's hear.
120.
Really?
120.
Nah, you tripping.
I'm just that's my number.
What you think?
If it come back 120, something is Very, very wrong.
Very wrong.
It's very, 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 very wrong and very wrong. And then they're going to say we can't account for the direct-to-consumer sales. If it come back at 120, they're going to say we sold 200 in direct-to-consumer. Because it was an early link for that.
Oh, it was? Okay.
A couple days.
Really?
Some type of, that's some
I
type
didn't
of way
see that.
where you could buy the digital footprint or some shit. Don't give me the line out here. I waited until it popped up in iTunes.
But if you think they do 120, what's wrong? Like the fix is on or off?
P4 only did 37.
I'm not grading this as
A
party.
party album.
Well, the only reason why I am is because it's listed as a party album.
Yeah, but UMG is under here.
Yeah, but so Party, when he drops, it's under that Santa something music
Santa
group.
Ana, yeah.
And Drake, well, it's OVO under Santa Ana.
OVO sound under exclusive license to Santa Ana label.
That's
group,
Party.
And OVO
And-
OVO under exclusive license to Republic Records, a division of UMG.
And that's
Recordings.
Drake.
Yes.
That's what it's saying that it is Party, but
Yeah.
it's saying both of their deals.
Okay.
I just can't see 120.
Yeah, it seems that would be frighteningly low, in my opinion.
And I think this
I
is what
I think Drake could sell 120 of a CD full of farts.
I believe he could, but I think also
So if this comes back as that, something's off.
I'm saying, but expound on when you say something's off. What do you mean by that?
They're burying it, or
It means it's just not going to be. It's not. It's the beginning of maybe independent Drake. If it comes back at 120, is this what independent Drake looks like? I'm going to say no, but yeah,
see, I think this is the safety net, dropping it this way. If it does come back, if it's not typical Drake numbers,
they can use it as an excuse.
exactly.
Got you.
It's almost like we're preparing ourselves for it to come back a little lower. There's no single. There's been nothing leading up to this.
True.
So now this drops. We know it's not going to do typical Drake numbers, so let's make it Party featuring Drake and drop it this way to cover ourselves so that now we're shielded against any type of backlash from, hey, why you didn't do this number? Why you didn't do that number? Well, it's because of that.
because word going to get around that it ain't but so much party on here, and I think if that word get around, like I said, I think that boy could sell a CD full of farts. So
I'm agreeing with you. I agree.
If that's not happening, then is this his version of Big Sean after he left wherever he left, or Meek after he left wherever he left? Is this what it begins to look like?
I still say no.
I'm saying no too, which is
I don't
why I
think
don't
this is
have it
that.
at 120.
That matters, bro. The fact that it's listed as Party Drake, like that matters.
I'm
And
going.
to whom?
I'm going between 180 and 250.
I think 250 is fair. I think 250, 270 is fair.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
And we're only talking in the United States. We're not,
First week.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we just done the first week number.
Okay.
Yeah, U.S.
But Canada's the U.S. So you a
51st
legend in
state.
the U.S.
Gulf of America.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
When the last time you been back to Canada? Like 79.
Yo,
No, not
Like,
exactly.
honestly, like how long do your legend in the six? If my
I was just there in March shooting a movie.
if my TSA pre-check expire every 5 years, how often do you have to update your legend in the six card?
I think that it's set
Forever.
in stone.
you don't.
Talk about it. That's alley-oop. That's alley-oop. That's alley-oop right there. That shit is cemented. It's dead. Fuck they talking about?
On to the next.
Hold on, what happened now? Or do I even want to know?
No.
Okay,
Just
all
let
right,
me talk
fine.
to
Y'all think he bit Freddie Gibbs aesthetic with the rabbits and all that
I saw
shit?
that. The rabbits, the dollar signs,
Yeah.
the font on the. No, I don't think he did. I don't think he bit it.
He might have.
Man,
I
we've
think
been,
he might have.
He might have.
bruh, we've been making
But if
dollar,
he did,
dollar
I mean-
sign S's since I was in elementary school. He was been doing that.
But the combination of dollar sign S's with the rabbit, I think
It wasn't just the rabbits though. They used a whole bunch of different. He put a whole bunch of pictures up.
You made it a hot line. I made it a hot
He
song.
didn't bite Gibbs, man. It's funny though.
Honestly, you gotta be careful, man.